What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. The Atlanta Falcons division rival Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the big hype team heading into 2020. And on paper at least, rightfully so. They got Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. They got Bruce Arians at head coach. You get the idea. However, I think there are plenty of reasons on why the hype should be slowed down, and you should know that the Atlanta Falcons are still the better team than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and let's talk about that starting right now.
Okay, so reason number one, the Falcons have proven talent. And I know you Bucs fans are going to mention, oh, but we have Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Mike Evans. We're going to get to all of that in a second. But let me start out by saying, every single year, the Falcons prove to have a high-powered offense. With franchise quarterback Matt Ryan, of course they have Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley. They even got Hayden Hurst and Todd Gurley in the mix. And I know Hayden Hurst and Todd Gurley have never played in Atlanta before, so we don't really know if that's going to work out. But on the bright side, I can say that quarterback is the most important position in all of football. And the Atlanta Falcons have a franchise quarterback who's played in Atlanta for a reason for 12 years now. And he's just consistently putting up 4,000 yards and really just MVP-like numbers, who's brought this team to a Super Bowl before. By the way, of course you can expect great things for this offense. And, well, they also have Julio Jones. Enough said for the offense. They also have players like Deion Jones, who might be a top 2 linebacker now that Luke Kuechly is gone. And they also have Grady Jarrett, who's borderline elite. They might not have the best defense, but definitely a better defense than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is one reason I'm low on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the Bucs just have a mess on defense, and we don't even know if it's going to work out. Like, congrats, you got Shaquille Barrett, but the defense doesn't exactly do a whole lot, even if he's there. But anyway, on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. Okay, yes, Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski will go down as one of the best NFL players to ever play the game. But here's why I think, believe it or not, there should be some question marks for those players heading into 2020. Let's start with Tom Brady. For one thing, he's aging. He's turning 43, I think, so of course that's a concern. But the other thing, Tom Brady has never played in Tampa Bay before. He has never played for any other head coach not named Bill Belichick. How do we know this is really going to work out, especially during this time when you can't really be outside? You have to stay home and quarantine and stuff. He can't really play with all these other great receivers. How do we really know this is going to work out? And then with Rob Gronkowski, for one thing, he's never played in Tampa Bay before. But oh my goodness, I have a lot of question marks with this guy. He has not played on the football field for 2 years. And the last time he was even on the field, he wasn't really even good. Like in 2018, he wasn't really even all that good. He was kind of just, he just wasn't good. And another thing, in my eyes, there's something called the retirement curse, right? Let's go over it. A lot of players that come out of retirement, they just don't really do all that good. Like, Marshawn Lynch came out of retirement to play for the Raiders. How did that work out? And then he also played for the Seahawks last year. That didn't work out. Jason Witten came out of retirement to play for the Cowboys last year. How did that work out? And I know Bruce Arians isn't a player, but even he came out of retirement to coach for the Bucs. How did that work out? They had a losing season, which is another thing. The Bucs have Bruce Arians, who still has to shake off the rust after coming out of retirement. I don't know. There's a lot of talent on this Bucs offense that looks good on paper, but I don't know if it's really going to work out, especially during this time when they can't really get out of home and, understand the playbook and work with these receivers. There's just a lot to prove for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The second thing is the Falcons, I think, have better team chemistry. Even though the Falcons went 1-7 to start the 2019 season, they fought to keep their head coach on the team, and they just really want to prove that this brotherhood that brought them to the Super Bowl 4 years ago is still alive. They're still trying to prove that they are very capable of making all of this work. For more on why the Falcons have a culture change in Atlanta, check out my video. I have a video in the description below. For the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I feel like it's like the same story every single year. We just don't exactly know what's going on. They just are always like 5-11. Like, what's even going on in Tampa Bay? We really just don't know. We just know there's a lot of hype around the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but what do we really know is going to happen in the team? And the last thing, and I know you guys don't want to hear it, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need to overcome the adversity of being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I live near a lot of Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans. Every single year they're hyped up and they just end up being disappointing. And I know you guys are going to say, well, this year's different. They have Tom Brady instead of Jameis Winston. Like I said, Tom Brady needs to prove a lot, right? Like, the Bucs just need to prove they are not the same old Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You guys are going to think this is silly, but you guys are also going to say the same exact thing for the New York Jets, the Cleveland Browns, the Los Angeles Chargers. If they were hyped up, you would say, they're just the Chargers, they're the Jets, they're the Browns. They do this every year. Why can't we say the same exact thing for the Bucs? They need to prove they're not the same old Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but I think that's a solid reason because everyone thought, oh, well, the Cleveland Browns have a lot of talent. They're not going to be the same old Cleveland Browns. Nope, they're the same old Cleveland Browns. The Chargers last year, they had the same thing too, but nope, they were the same old Los Angeles Chargers. Like, it could be the same thing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I know you don't want to hear it, but it's true. It could very well happen in Tampa Bay. But those are my reasons. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Other than that, I will see you guys with a video this Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support, and as always, rise up.